Yo, what is good? What is going on? And welcome back to another video. So it is day 266. Yeah, 266 days of no fap. So I needed that. So yeah, man. I don't know. Today was just a good day. Didn't have to work at the airport. Don't get me wrong, tomorrow, since it's Thursday, that's officially my Monday with the airline. So and plus, yeah, it's my Monday with them. So today's my Friday with my other job. So that's why Thursdays and Fridays I get to do my doubles. So yeah, so tomorrow I got 10-hour day, but it's a simple 10-hour day. It's not the way it was last week where I had to work that other shift from like 1:30 all the way till 10 o'clock. It's a nice little break. I always get to find a little break room because I get off at 1 o'clock. Then I have a 2.5-hour break. So usually what I do in that time, if I'm not too hungry, I'll just I usually take a nap first. Then like right around 3 o'clock, go grab a bite. And then I wait for my assignments to start rolling in. So that's pretty much my day for the next 2 days. I was able to pick up even more shifts because yeah, like I said, I try to pick up a second 5-hour shift on Thursdays and Fridays. Now, of course, I only do it that way just because my daughter's not here. When she comes back, I'll start picking up on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when I'm off from the airport. But specifically, pick up hours while she's in school. But I can still get out early enough to pick her up and just go through my regular routine. But yeah, man, aside from that, like I'm trying to think, like there really wasn't much that went on today. Just a lot of planning. I know I said before a couple of days ago I was sitting down really planning things, but like I don't know, I just find myself just in a deep planning mode, which is great. It allows for structure. It gives me a plan of action. I'm not just going through all these motions with no goal or no agenda, no purpose. I literally established, like I just explained, my schedule, why I'm working the schedule that I'm working. On the back end, it's to work X number of hours to accumulate X number of dollars, and out of that X number of dollars, I have a certain percentage saved up, set up for savings, investing. I still do Forex. And now don't get me wrong, I haven't traded as much as I would like to, simply because I am back at the airport. Before not being at the airport, I was home all day, every day. You know what I mean? Even if I worked a 10-hour shift, I'm right over here at the other side of my living room, so I'm good. But now, I'm dedicating my time, just more time to the airport, because I literally make twice as much at the airport as I do with this job. But I just enjoy having both, because if I only had the airport, I wouldn't have as much time, available, to be home, because I would literally have to put in X number of hours to make up for, that. Like I said, even though I do get paid twice as much, roughly, like almost twice as much. Yeah, let me just say it's almost twice as much, because it's 10 there, about 18, the airline. So, but either way, definitely. Now don't get me wrong. Once I cap out, I'm not gonna need the other job, and I could work part time and cover all my bills, expenses, and my debt. Part of my financial plan is to work these hours so I can get back to paying off my credit cards and going back to a 10% credit utilization, but also open up more credit cards. Have more funds available to open up more secured cards with, if I have to put down a deposit, fine, I'll put in the amount that I want to increase my overall credit limit, so that this way the credit utilization I have looks even better. So now I'll have greater lines of credit, or a larger sum of credit line available to me, and which will automatically lower my utilization as well. But right now I kind of maxed everything out during the time that I was out of the airport, so now I'm just getting back in the swing of that, because it's important to have good credit. It really is. Like I'm trying to get over 700. That's the goal. Over 700 to finally get, new car, new home, so a lot of the money that I need, yeah. But, and don't get me wrong, yes, I'll have a fair share of money coming from my investments, because it's important to have multiple streams of income. Like, it's so important to have ways to earn money that don't require so much time. Like, trust me, if I didn't have to establish a way for me to put in 35 to 40 hours a week at the airport, another 35 to 40 with this job, I would have more time, for other things. But let's just say one of these don't work out, I should still have some sorts of income that, it's easier to get, so that's really where I'm at. Part of also too, I got to get new glasses. I definitely want to buy more contacts, get like a 6 month to a year supply on that. But yeah, man, like I said, I've been just in a really good state of just planning things, and of course my birthday's in exactly 2 weeks from today, which is just so exciting. I'm old, but it's okay. I'm a youthful old. I'm a very youthful spirit. That's just my energy. I'm a Cancer. It is what it is, right? So definitely getting hyped for that. Yeah, man, like I really don't have too much today. Like just focus on the positive in life. And I know it sounds stupid, and I know shit sounds so cliche a lot of the time, where you're just going through probably just the hardest pain in your life, and all you can do is just focus on it. Oh, this happened. Why the fuck did they do this to me? And man, I can't believe the lies and the bullshit and this and that. And it's like, even if you had all the answers, even if you figured all of it out, how does any of it benefit you? Like realistically, even if everything got revealed, and it was like, yes, I was right. They were lying. They were this. They were that. Like, even if all of that gets revealed, like what do you do with that? Then what? Everything's revealed to you. Yes, you were right. Okay. Has it helped you, excel in life? Has it helped you reach your financial goals? Has it helped you, in any way mentally, right? So, I mean, and spiritually and emotionally, has it benefited your growth in any way, shape, or form? Like, let's be honest, it doesn't. It doesn't. Dwelling on the negative doesn't do anything for us. It just keeps us in this perpetual state of reliving those negative experiences. And that's when we feel like we're spiraling out of control, because we keep replaying it over and over and over and over. And you almost put yourself in a position to where you're damn near, like, you're in the moment and you're thinking about it, and especially if it's an interaction with another person and what they did, and then suddenly you start kind of changing what you said and how you said it, how you said those things, and then you start replaying it again so that you can then say the things that you feel like you should have said in that moment to really, redeem yourself in that moment, and it's like you just keep replaying it, replaying the hurt, replaying the pain, replaying the betrayal. You just keep replaying whatever it was that happened to you, just so you can kind of virtually relive it, to re-experience like that. That's let it go. You have to let it go. Like, you have to truly let that go. Like, and the bigger part about it is too, whoever they are and whatever they did to you, I hate to say it, but 9 times out of 10, it had little effect on them. However which way it affected you, trust me, did not have the same effect on them. Like, I saw a clip yesterday on YouTube, right? This dude is in like this, I don't know, like a city council room, city hall thing or whatever. You know, it's like the panel of people in front, and you know, he gets the chance to like speak and address the issues. And this person, well, I later found out he's actually a superintendent of Katy ISD, which is literally 30 minutes south of where I am here in Houston. And he was addressed by a gentleman who I believe he ended up changing his last name because his last name was Gay. I mean, like literally Gay, Gay. And he was severely teased about it by students and by some teachers, you know, way back in like the 70s or whatever. And he shared this experience about he was bullied and he was pushed face first into a urinal and busted his lip on the urinal, and he ended up falling to the ground. He's bleeding and stuff, and you know, urine's like dripping, like he's on the ground where piss was. It was disgusting, horrible story. And he mentioned he went and got his dad's 45, put it in his mouth, and was ready to take his life because he was bullied so badly. And he remembers the person that did it, and it happened to be the superintendent that he was speaking to. He said, yeah, you were the one that pushed me into the urinal. And this was, like I said, back in the 70s. We're dealing with, I think this was from back like 2017, 18-ish. Like, I mean, it was a couple years ago. So 30, 40 years later, this man, you could tell was just scarred from that. And I'm not saying he didn't live his best life since then or just make do. But when he revealed to that man what he did, yo, the dude laughed. There was no I'm sorry, no nothing. Like he just sat there and just wow. You know, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, yo, dude is still very much a piece of shit. So I say that to say this. Yes, our negative experiences hurt tremendously. But at some point, you have to change what these experiences mean to you. You have to change how they affect you. And I know it's easier said than done because we as humans just naturally, we want this thing called revenge. You know, it's like, oh yeah, no. I want them to feel what they did to me. Stop. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. All it does is just put you in a bad space, and it puts you in a more dangerous space, excuse me, to doing something irrational that could later lead to severe consequences, right? Now, I'm not saying just simply turn the other cheek. What I'm saying is it's if you truly want to heal from these experiences, you have to change the story that you're telling yourself about them and stop looking for the revenge factor. At the end of the day, once you can just accept it for what it is, at some point your life will reveal to you and you'll gain such a beautiful understanding as to why you went through that. You know, like literally for me, at one point, I was so devastated that this one girl, you know, she just up and fucking left me, right? Like literally just stopped the calls, stopped texting, all that shit. Like we dated for like 6-7 months. And we were actually really great friends before that. And that shit hurt. It hurt like a motherfucker, right? But of course, I didn't understand any of it then. I wanted to know why. I wanted to get my closure, and you know, I wanted to talk to her and all this other shit. And eventually, I just let it all go. Now, don't get me wrong. If I knew then what I knew now, I would have healed better from it, right? Because eventually, I just kind of suppressed how that affected me, and then it affected my next relationship moving forward. But either way, if I was with her, if I stayed with her, I wouldn't have my daughter. You feel me? Like, I met my daughter's mother after that relationship. So the beauty in it is like, oh, okay, that didn't happen because I now have my daughter. You know? And it's like, oh, okay. It's little things like that, you know? But again, it just, you have to change how and what those experiences mean, and just, and I, like I said, I know it's easier said than done, but when you can just let go of the wanting the revenge part, and just hoping, what that they, whatever, like, just, you got to remove them from you completely, and even like I said before, and I'm gonna find the link. Sorry, I'm doing this. I got water right here. Whew. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna find the link from that clip of The Secret where the lady said, you have to understand how forgiveness truly works, and like true forgiveness is when you can look at the person who hurt you and betrayed you the most, and honestly, from your heart, thank them for the experience that they gave you, because you now understand the gift of what it gave you. Like trust me, when you get to this point, you'll understand the gifts come from the good things and the bad things. And if you're still dwelling on the negative, it's because you haven't found the gift yet. You haven't found it yet. And that's okay. That's okay. But until then, you have to change how you view it. You have to change how it makes you feel. And focus on more positive things so that you can grow. I mean, as long as you're still focused on the past, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You're just not. Like I had the one young lady, I was talking to, and she bringing up all this old shit, and I'm like, yo, why are you still bringing that shit up? That was back in like 2010. Like, why are we still talking about that? And then she kept feeling like I was trying to be dismissive, and I just didn't understand. It's like, no, I'm not where you are. Like, wow, after all of these years, like that's what you go to. And now we don't talk, we don't converse. I mean, and don't get me wrong, yeah, her whole thing was, oh, you don't put in enough of an effort, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't see you calling me, but okay. And then what happened? Ain't heard from this chick well over a month. It's like, okay, cool. Like you doing your thing. It is what it is. I'm not upset. I'm just like, yo, don't come at me with the bullshit. But either way, yeah, that's neither here nor there. But it's just a matter of, you can't grow if you're still focused on the past. You can't. Or I mean, and like I said, I'm not saying just forget it. I'm not saying that when you let it go, it makes you a pushover. When you let it go, you get your power back. When you understand that those moments, they define you, but they don't define you. You see what I mean? Because they help define you. But it's like you're not just of that bad experience. Because from that bad experience, there's going to be something in it to help you get to that next level. But as long as you're still upset about it and sad about it, you're really not going to get anywhere. So I hope I explained that decently enough. Because like I said, there's blessings in everything that we experience. I mean, you may want a certain career path, you may want certain things to go this way, but then this door closes, it's a detour that's going to lead you. I mean, you will eventually get to where you want to go, but you might end up taking a different route that's a little more challenging, But you just have to be accepting of that and not just, oh my God, see the door closed. No. It's like, okay, this door closed. How do I still move forward? That's what this whole journey is about. When you get to a space to where when challenges are in front of you, you're not emotionally overreacting and losing all of your shit. You see the challenge, you face the challenge, you accept it for what it is, but you still have your purpose and your agenda in mind that no matter what's going to happen, you're going to reach your goal. Now you're kind of excited because you're like, okay, fine. I'm going to figure out this other route. Because that's what I want. What's over there, that's what I want. That's why it's important for men to have purpose. Because you'll handle adversity way better. Till eventually you get to the point where, trust me, you'll go through the same shit that you used to go through before. It doesn't affect you the same way anymore. And that's when you'll know like you've truly, truly grown. Trust me, you'll face a lot of the same bullshit, but now you're just like, whatever. All right, cool, because this is what I'm working on. And so even though I had all this, I'm still not there yet, but this is more important because I'm more important. It's about you. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, tomorrow's day 267, almost at day 270. All right, and then yeah. So as always, we show gratitude to the universe and to God because we are grateful for the life that we have, so we can manifest the life that we want and deserve. As always, I love y'all, and I really do appreciate y'all. All right, and we'll definitely do it again tomorrow for sure. Peace.